go live, let us go live. Let us go live, let us go live, let us go live, let us go live. Let us go live, let us go live, let us go live, let us go live. That's a little brighter. Woo hoo hoo. Woo hoo hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Woo hoo. I don't know what's right. We'll just go with that for a little while. See how it's going. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Linda. Hello, Pfizer. Got Pfizer on 2 days in a row. I'm going to say his name because it's not me saying it, but it's Pfizer faked it 2 days in a row. And I think that's a really funny name. I don't know how other people feel about it. Good morning, RJ. Good morning, Josh Agrand. Is the lighting okay? Hello, Cindy. I hope that it is. I hope that it is. Hello, Diane. Hello, Josh. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. Hello, Dennis. No, I don't, RJ. Hello there, Brian. Hello there, Josh. Hello there, Renan. Hello there, Rock. Hello there, Bakash. Hello there, Hinby. Good morning, Kendall, my female namesake. Hello, Everlasting Bloom. Hello, you. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Greg. Hello, Double A. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, hello, Susie and Cindy. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a little show that I've been doing for quite some time. Oh, I'm jumping ahead, because you know why I'm jumping ahead? Because I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I got up early today, and again, it's 4 o'clock. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So let me start over. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Thursday morning. It is October 12th. It is about 8:02 a.m. Happy Thursday. There's a little show, and again, it's kind of chilly out today. It's kind of chilly out, and thank you, RJ. It's kind of chilly out, and I am sitting outside in my garage. The house was kind of chaotic. I've been doing my show out in the lawn and enjoying little nature and enjoying quiet mornings. But as you know, it's no fun to be on your back patio on a rainy day. And Cindy, it sounds like she's at Marco Island. Cindy said it's perfect here in Marco. And kudos to you. I've been to Marco Island. I went there every year during college. Every spring break, we went to Marco Island. And it was a tiny little island at the time. I mean, the island size actually itself hasn't changed. But it wasn't probably as big as it is today. And we used to go to Sandpiper Beach. And we went to a bar one time, and there was guys singing at the bar. And they're singing, Marco Island, island in the sun, a place to live, a place to have fun. That was the song, the Marco Island song. Good morning, Sandra Lynn. But anyway, this is a show I've been doing for quite some time. And although there's steam rising from here, and I was talking about how cold I am, don't anybody think that it's hot coffee, because it's not. But my key grip was hard at work this morning, setting up my little studio in my garage so I could go live for you today, despite my kind of grogginess and cantankerousness. I'm not cantankerous, but I was feeling kind of groggy and wasn't sure if I was going to go live or if I was just going to lay on the couch. But then my little baby started screaming, and I thought I'd be better off going into my garage and retreating to the relative silence that is me talking. That is me talking. So anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. You know, it is a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, you saw it here live. You saw me or pour my coffee. You saw me throw my water out. I have now a nice hot cup of coffee. And it's the second pot of the day. It is the second pot of the day. Hello, Dean Lisa. And I'm so excited to take my first sip. I am so excited to take my first sip. Thank you, Vintage Nurse. I appreciate whatever you just sent me. Just hand hearts. It was so pretty. It was two hands holding up a pink or lavender colored heart. It was beautiful. RJ sending me marvelous confetti. And Coretta, thank you so much for following the live creator. Not yet, Josh Grand. Josh is jumping ahead and wanted me to cheers. I'm getting too many people sending me gifts and following the creator for me to even drink my coffee. But anyway, I'm excited to have my first sip. And my hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. I already know what the coffee is. I didn't make the second pot. Don't tell anybody, but I was hoping the second pot would be pumpkin spice. It's not pumpkin spice, but let's have a sip. Oh, well, it's good. It's warm. It's creamy. It is hard to distinguish, and it is the Starbucks Cafe Mocha. Again, I would encourage anybody out there. It's my wife's favorite flavor. It is my wife's favorite flavor. It's certainly not mine, but it's such a subtle taste of chocolate. It is kind of interesting, and if I gave it to you, you came to my home and I gave you this cup and you had a sip, maybe you'd have your own cup. I probably wouldn't share my cup. I'd probably, as a guest, get you your own cup of coffee. But I don't know that you'd go, that's chocolate I taste in here. It's such a subtle taste of chocolate that it's almost hard to grasp it. Vintage Nurse says, my husband and I enjoy coffee with Ken in the mornings. Well, thank you, Vintage Nurse and husband. I so appreciate you guys joining. It does mean a lot to me. It does mean a lot to me. I do this every morning, and I go live every morning at 8 o'clock. And some days are easy and some days are hard. And over the last few days, I've done a little morning video. And where I'm actually having my first sip of coffee, and I'm not going live, and I'm just kind of talking, and I'm just kind of sharing the random feelings as the cobwebs get out of my head and the caffeine works its way through my body. And some days are harder to go live, and some days I'm tired, and some days I do a 4:30 show where I do reflections of my day. And this morning was kind of a rough one. Again, I got started early, was comfortable on my couch, was playing with my babies. My wife was down. We were drinking some coffee. We were watching Elmo like we normally do every morning. And it just, I don't know, felt like a day of relaxing and a day where I'm going to enjoy some kid time. My wife has some things to do all day, or not all day, all morning. And I'm going to be spending it with my little nuggets of love. For those that have been watching a while, you know I'm blessed with 4 beautiful kids. Two older girls who are 17 and 14, and 2 young little babies who are 2.5 and just about 1. And again, I've been up early with my little babies, and we've been sharing some bananas, we've been sharing some oranges. Eve came in and noticed my cup of coffee, and she insists on sharing some coffee with me. And I was so enjoying this morning and so enjoying my evening last night, kind of with my phone turned off a little bit. and just kind of quietly reflecting at home and kind of feeling peaceful and calm. And again, I talked about it a little on this morning's video. I talked about it a little bit on this morning's video that when I started this show 4.5 years ago, I was in my dark apartment and I was struggling in a lot of ways and feeling anxious and feeling scared and feeling afraid. But now, 4.5 years later, I've been through a ton of stuff, and I'm probably going to have periods in my life where I'm anxious and feeling afraid and scared and again. But right now, I kind of feel at peace, and fall is coming, and there's a lot of love in my house because I got a couple little babies that I get to spend my days with, and the need to do this has changed a little bit. I think a few years ago when I started this show, I was hopping out of bed and running to my phone and needing to talk and needing to get things off my chest. And that's changed for me. And I feel kind of quieter inside and more at peace and more relaxed and more... I am blessed, Vintage. Thank you. Just more relaxed and more at peace and more calm. My wife said it to me the other day. She goes, yeah, you seem very calm. I mean, I'm not always calm. Believe me, I'm not always calm. I get my ire up from time to time, and I can stomp around from time to time. But things are coming at me, and I'm just used to things coming at me. And I'm used to the ups and downs and the experiences we have and challenges that life deals us and stressors and problems and bills and issues and arguments and, I don't know, kids leaving a mess. And I don't know if it's come with the work I've done or just with age or wisdom or, I don't know, I hate to say wisdom. Maybe it's not wisdom, it's just... maybe I'm just throwing in the towel and giving up. But it feels good. And I feel like I'm in a good place and calm and relaxed. And although I wasn't, dying, I didn't feel the need to start talking to you this morning. I was comfortable that I could just come out here and say what was ever on my mind. And this is whatever is on my mind. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you? Hello, Yeti. Danielle says, what advice do I have for a 28-year-old single woman in real estate in uncertain times? I would say, Danielle, my advice to you is this. Hang in there. I think longevity is key to real estate success. And I think surviving through the hard times, if you can survive through the hard times, it will almost guarantee you a decent career in real estate sales. I think the friends and the people that know you and that are seeing your marketing know it's a hard time and know that there aren't many homes for sale. But when the market does pick up and the volume does pick up, they're gonna look at you as somebody that survived through this time. You're 28 years old. I'll bet you a lot of your friends that are about your same age are going to be getting married and having kids and going into that phase of their lives. And I think that's a great age to be a realtor. You're starting younger than most realtors do. I started when I was 37. Most of my friends were married, already had kids, and already had owned their forever home. So if you're 28 years old right now, I'd say figure a way to make it through, get through this time. And if that means getting a part-time job or waiting tables or being a hostess or doing whatever you have to do to pay your bills, I'd encourage you to do it. It's a really hard job to do on one income. And ideally, I think most realtors would be married to a professional, and they could rely on their spouse's income to pay the rent or the mortgage or the electric bills or the food bills or what have you, because the ups and downs in real estate are tough sometimes.
And when you're a single woman who's 28, I know you probably have bills to pay. And, you might get a closing this month, but you might not have a closing for 3 more months. And I know that can be challenging. So I'd encourage you to make it through one way or the other. Again, whether it's get a part-time job or move in, live with your parents, or cut your costs, or do whatever you have to do. If you're 28 years old, I think you got a lot of bright selling years ahead of you. And that's what I'd say. Jamia is drinking tea this morning. I appreciate that, Jamia. Am I saying your name correctly? I hope that I am. I hope that I am. Hello, Marianne Shaw. Thank you for joining. Well, he's the Mr. Clean model. I am the Mr. Clean model. So how is it? Coffee with Ken from Miss Hampton. Well, that seems so formal. That's so formal, Miss Hampton. I can try. I don't know. Miss Hampton. Sounds like I'm talking to my second grade school teacher. I feel like I'm back in school at Longfellow. I went to this little grade school, K through 3. And it's sad, about, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they tore it down and built some single family homes on this area. It was on Prairie Avenue in Downers Grove. And it was just kindergarten through 3rd. And I look back, as we all probably do, on those years so fondly. And such a formative time, and such important years of your life. And just the kids I knew, and the songs we sang, and the swings we swung on, and the teeter-totters I rode. Bringing back good memories. And kind of makes me sad that they tore down Longfellow School. Although it's been closed for a number of years, I used to love driving by it and reflecting and thinking back. I guess the memories will always be there, even if the building's not. And I think that's probably an important lesson we can bring to life, whether we lose a friend or lose a family member or lose a loved one or lose the school we went to for K through 3. The memories will always be there. So, drink a little more coffee. We have a nice audience today. It's so fun having a nice audience, and I so appreciate you guys for joining. If there's anybody new here, please follow my page. I've been doing this show since, when have I? It'll be 2 years here on TikTok. In mid-November. And again, my page grows every day, and I've never been an overnight success. Good morning, Sandy Shepherd. Really at anything. I'd say I've always been above average at most things I did. I always did fairly well in school. I was always a pretty decent athlete. I was always pretty good at running. And, what have you. But I've never really been an overnight success. And when you don't trip and fall into a situation where you, hit a home run in your first at bat, or become a star in your first movie role, or, win the lead role in your school musical or what have you, you have to learn to make it through and to grind it through and to survive and to last. And I was just talking to a young lady who was a young realtor. I was a realtor for 17 years. I have a lot of skills that I thought would have led to massive real estate success, but I never really achieved massive real estate success. I did decent success, and I did fairly well, and I survived, but it was tough. And again, I think as a guy that has never been an overnight success, I've learned determination and grit and a spirit that I think has done me well through my life. Thank you so much for following the creator. And Nene, real estate is hard. And what's the worst part of the home selling process? RJ wants to know. The process? You mean if you're a home seller? Probably making the decision to do it and leaving behind the memories and packing up all the pictures And that last day, leaving the key on the counter and walking out and looking back with, I don't know if you got a wife or a husband or a loved one or a family that you lived in the home with, and leaving the home behind and shutting that door for the last time, and remembering all the good times you had in each of the rooms, and where you put the Christmas tree, and where you served Thanksgiving dinner. And I would say that's probably the hardest thing in the home selling process. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to declutter your home, or to repaint a room, or to get out of the house during showings, or pay the agent the commission, or sign the paperwork, or interview realtors. That's all a pain. But I think probably by far and away the hardest part is, again, just leaving the home. And a home is more than a place where you sleep. It's where your life, most of your life happens. You know, during the years that you live in a house, most of those years you're going to spend underneath these, you know, within the four walls, or underneath the roof. And just walking away from all those memories is tough. And I've rented several homes, and I've lived in some homes for shorter durations in my life. And that's just kind of part of the ups and downs that have happened in my life. But I'll tell you what, every time I'm packing up the house for the last time and leaving the key on the counter and sweeping out the rooms, there's always a little bit of sadness and loss. Yeah, when you move. So let's have a little more coffee. Oh, I'm gonna pour myself some. I got a little tray here with an apple. Might as well take an apple. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Let's find out. Honey crisp apple. I've always bought Gala apples, or Gala, however you say it. I'm really digging these Honey Crisp. They're delicious. Woo! I have a special treat. My key grip. It's garbage day here in Naperville. My key grip set up some special treats for me. An apple, a banana, and underneath this bowl, I had no idea was there, but a delicious donut. And who doesn't love a donut with some hot coffee? So I'm going to pour myself a little more coffee, maybe take a swig, maybe take a bite of that donut, and then go back to it. So let's try that. Again, it's the mocha coffee. Wouldn't be my first choice, but it's a good cup. Something about donuts and coffee together. Donuts can be very sweet, and coffee has such a nice way of kind of flattening out the sugary high you might get. Maybe it distracts you from the sugary high and gives you a caffeinated high, but I'll tell you what, they go great together, and it feels so good. But anyway, I don't know how much I have for you. Lynn, the coffee fairy. Good morning. I made a French press of Pike Place from Costco. You'd love some good cider. I bet you could pair coffee with breakfast like wine. I bet you could. Lynn Coffee, the coffee fairy, although her name actually has coffee fairy in it, I'm not surprised she uses a French press. For me, I'm kind of a simple man. When I have coffee, I tend to just use my Mr. Coffee. I've had people buy me French presses and highly recommend them. And yeah, the coffee does taste a little different, but the making process is a little more challenging, maybe a little messier, possibly. Plus, it's in a glass thing, and it doesn't tend to keep the coffee as hot. I like a lot of volume when I'm talking coffee. And, oh, Lindsay Girl changed her name to the Coffee Fairy. I was wondering. You confused me. You can change your names? Maybe I want to go incognito someday and change it from Coffee with Ken to something else. But I do like Coffee Fairy, and that is sweet. Hello, Turdo Baggins. Is Turdo Bilbo's smelly little brother? You can change it one time a week. Wow. But anyway, I don't know how much I have for you today. It's Thursday morning. I'm sitting in my garage. And let me tell you, it's a fairly crowded garage. I have my foot on my scooter right now. And I don't know if you guys are like us, but it's kind of a constant battle. There's a few constant battles in life. Folding laundry and keeping the garage clean. And I'll tell you what, both become exponentially harder when you have kids. And we have 5. And with 5 kids and the number of bikes and the number of strollers and the number of toys and the number of paper towel rolls and the number of just stuff you need with a big family is overwhelming. I've always been kind of a minimalist. A lot of my years have been spent living by myself and keeping a stripped down version of a family. And in a stripped down world, you don't need all this extra stuff. But with all this stuff comes good feelings and contentment and love and warmth and a home. And despite the chaos that can be a life with a big family, and despite the stuff, and despite the struggles of the laundry and the things, and again, the chaos, it's a good feeling. And it's a good feeling. And I'm excited to go inside and hang with my family and wrestle up my kids and get ready for my day. My son Augie has a therapy appointment later this morning. My wife's going to be, got a long drive ahead of her. Want to spend some time with the kids and my wife before they take off and before their appointment. And I just want to thank you all for joining me. And thank you all for following my story and being a part of my life and joining me every morning at 8 and watching my shorts and following me on YouTube and I don't know, Instagram and Facebook. And I have a lot of fun doing this. And it's so much more fun when I have a nice crowd come on and join me and keep the conversation going. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all the fun little things. I'm getting a lot of little hats and mustaches and hearts and, I don't know, some sort of two-handed heart came in today. Hey, and I'll talk real quickly about the hat and mustache. Those are super fun, and I've had the opportunity to capture. There's been a couple of videos that I've done where I'm holding my babies, either Augie or Eve, and they're, again, Eve's not even 1 yet. And they're both super cute and super beautiful. Oh, well, thank you so much for the hand heart. But all of a sudden, I'll have a cowboy hat and a mustache. And I don't know how it all works, but all of a sudden, my baby will also have a cowboy hat and a mustache. Oh, another hand heart. Thank you. But they're just the cutest little things. And they're pictures that because I'll take a screenshot of it or I'll do a video of it. And I think when the kids are older, I mean, they're probably going to yell at me, Dad, you put me on a video, and RJ bought me a cowboy hat and a mustache. Damn that RJ. That's my little kid's voice when they're older. But they are going to be super cute, and they're super cute little videos. And I want to thank you guys for doing it and for the gifts and for joining me and for being a part of my life. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you had a great, great night's sleep. I woke early, but I had a great night's sleep and a peaceful night's sleep, and I was ready to go. I'm looking forward to my day. It's going to be a rainy day. It's going to be a day to hang with my little babies, and hopefully at some point get them down for a nap, and then I'll edit some videos and post them. So make sure you tune in from time to time and like my videos, because that always makes me feel good. But I appreciate you. I thank you for joining. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.